You might know that we use the NewTek Tricaster here in our video studio at Rackspace to switch between our 3 video cameras. And we're not the only ones. Leo Laporte has one of these Tricasters, and lots of professionals around the world use Tricasters to broadcast video out. But today, they have something in a backpack, and we're going to see it right now. So who are you?
Hi, I'm Philip Nelson with NewTek,
Yeah.
and I'm the Chief Relationship Officer, and I work with a lot of our interesting and cool clients at NewTek, and I'm really excited to be here with you today.
Yeah, for people who don't know, because you're always behind the scenes on the video shows, you make the switchboard, or how do you define it really? 'Cause
Well,
it's not really a switcher anymore.
Well, Tricaster is a live production system. But we have something cool, because historically when people think of live television, they think of lots of equipment, difficult to set up, very time consuming and hard to use.
Yeah.
And one of the things that we're trying to do at NewTek is democratize live TV so that it's now accessible to everyone,
Yeah.
and people with great stories and great ideas can get their message out to the world. So
you got one in your backpack.
well, I'm going to do something that's kind of unorthodox here today. I know you've got the new sweet iPhone 6,
Yeah.
and I know it probably has a timer on it, right?
Glorious big iPhone.
It is. It's glorious. It really is.
Yeah, there is a timer here.
So what I'm going to do,
So you want me to set this timer up?
I want you to set the timer up, and you can do it. You can count up. Not yet. I'll tell you when to start. But we are going to go basically show people how fast you can set up a live television studio and be ready to do a show.
So this is aimed at the new kind of GoPro kind of videographer who needs to go to the top of Whistler and film a little show, or go to the Consumer Electronics Show.
Allowing people to better communicate, wherever they may be.
Yeah.
That's one of the goals. So you ready? So let's start the clock.
Yay.
So I've come in with 2 bags. The clock is running. So I'll start off by tearing off this little piece of tape, and this is the Tricaster Mini. And so in this backpack is everything I need to do a live television show.
All right.
And first of all, we'll start out with the beautiful Tricaster Mini.
Yeah.
And you'll notice that with the Tricaster Mini, it actually has HDMI inputs, because there's so many cameras you can get at Best Buy or wherever that are HDMI. And so we just wanted to make it very easy for people to
including the GoPros, right?
Yeah,
You can put 3 GoPros in there.
So yeah, that's exactly what you can
about
do.
$300 a piece, right? So now you're up to $1,000. How much is this going to run?
This starts at just under $6,000.
Under $6,000.
Yes.
And I see 1, 2, 3, 4 inputs.
Yes, 4 inputs.
And 2 video outs.
Yep.
So you can have 2 monitors, or a monitor and a live video out. Does it compress out for the internet?
Yeah, I mean the Tricaster in general allows you to go to live web. It allows you to go out to video screens, and it allows you to record and stream. So the things that you love about your Tricaster are available here.
Should I click launch Tricaster?
Yes, please. Thank you. You're my trusty assistant now.
Yeah.
All right, so
I can still run Microsoft Windows. I don't like to. Get the GoPro. Oh, shoot, sorry.
So
I'm falling down on the job. I'm the camera guy too.
So this is, I'm actually going to kind of take this up a notch in what we're going to do in our show. And so now, how are we doing on our time, Robert?
2 minutes, almost 2 minutes here, 150.
Okay. So now I've pretty much set up the Tricaster. It's launching, but in my 5 minutes, I'm going to do something even more. I'm going to not only set up the Tricaster, but I'm going to set up the studio as well. So here we have a nice green screen. So we're going to set up a little chroma key for you.
All right. There's Rocky in the background running our old Tricaster. What's the Tricaster he has, by the way?
What's the Tricaster what? He has a Tricaster 455, I think.
455.
Let's hope I have enough space here.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. Look at that, a green screen. You didn't tell me that not to wear a green shirt today. I should have.
Fortunately, you're not wearing day glow green, so we may be okay.
Yeah.
So next, I've got a camera. So you see that I have the GoPro there, but I also have another camera because it's HDMI. You can use, just about any camcorder that you can find at your local retailer.
Yep.
And integrate that into your live show.
Let's see, local drive TriCaster Mini.
All right.
I don't know what, there we go.
So how are we doing on time, Robert?
We're at 3:23 right now.
That's not bad.
Yeah. Setting up a TV studio used to take a few days, right?
Yeah, it did, and a large crew of people, and now, with 2 small bags that I just carried into your office, I'm actually not only setting up the production system, which is the TriCaster, but I'm also setting up all the gear necessary to do our show. I encourage you to try this at home. I hear Rocky heckling from the background, don't try this at home, but...
Now this still requires power, right?
You do have to have electricity. That's always a good thing when doing anything.
You could carry a small generator, I guess.
You could, yeah, you could.
How much memory is in here? So how many hours can I record and keep on this?
There's 2 different versions of the TriCaster Mini. One is $59.95 and it's 15 hours. So let's see, the last thing I have to do here is just plug in my cameras. How are we doing on time?
4:25. I think you're trying to go for under 5 minutes, aren't you?
I am going for under 5 minutes.
Yeah, you might make it. That's assuming nobody comes and offers you a beer at this time.
Well, you know what? You haven't done that yet, so we're good.
You're lucky today I don't have any beer.
All right.
You got 10 seconds.
And we're done.
10
we
seconds.
have officially set up a live television studio in
Awesome.
less than 5 minutes.
Awesome. You had 5 seconds to spare there,
So now we're launching the TriCaster. Yeah, now we just hit the 5-minute mark.
So what are we seeing here?
Okay, so this is the interface of the TriCaster Mini. And you'll see that one of the things that makes this system very unique is that we actually have a monitor on the side of the case. So if you look here, let me put this cord behind it. So you'll see that we have the program monitor now on the case, so we can actually see what's going out live. And we were looking at the TriCaster interface, and for anybody that's not familiar with a live production studio, this interface replaces millions of dollars of equipment in the olden days.
Yep.
So we have our computer monitors at the top, so we can see our cameras. We have the area in the middle is actually where we mix our videos. We can select what's going to be displayed. And at the bottom is our media players. So the media players allow us to select some transitions or video clips or graphics.
Yep.
So we can do basic video switching as you would expect. We can do real-time transitions. It also has the real-time animated transition, so you'll see the NewTek animated logo wipe. So that's included. Also, we could bring in lower third graphics. So there's a lower third. Hey guys, I'm Philip Nelson. We're here at Rackspace with Robert Scoble. So we can bring in our lower third graphics, but we also can roll in pre-edited video clips so that if we select our video player, our media player, it has a virtual tape operator. So let's say we're talking about the adoption of iPad. One of the things that we're trying to do with the TriCaster Mini is to allow businesses to take their communications from boring, talking heads to a more dynamic television style presentation, because we're all TV experts.
Yeah.
Your kid's a TV expert. You are. You watched it since you were a kid.
Yeah.
We all have, even people in business, they may not know why something looks like TV and something doesn't, but they know if it does.
You can sort of tell the difference when you're shooting on a little cell phone.
Exactly. And so,
although it's soon, I bet you're going to take IP video off of these cell phones and bring them in here and switch back and forth.
That would be cool.
But you get a nice GoPro. I mean, you can see the video quality on a GoPro is really good.
Oh yeah.
Even on your professional camera. Now your professional camera is aimed at a green screen, right?
Yes. So let me bounce through this real quick. So we can roll in our pre-edited video clips. So if we're doing an iPad or a tablet discussion, instead of just talking about it, I can actually roll in video talking about how tablets all over the world are now being adopted or used in so many different areas. And I'm showing footage that gives me an example of tablet use. Then I can show animated graphics, which makes that corporate presentation look more like broadcast television, which is very important. And then we talk about global adoption of tablets and we roll graphics. But instead of just me sitting on camera talking, we now have a more dynamic presentation.
Yeah.
So the other thing we can do is we have a technology called IVGA, which allows us to bring in the information from a remote laptop, because I'm sure with what you do, I'm sure that you've seen a PowerPoint or two in your life.
Of course.
And I'm sure that most of them put you to sleep, correct?
They do. Anyways,
okay.
You can bring stuff from a laptop, from a camera.
Yes, you can bring in remote sources from your laptop.
Can you AirPlay to this?
Yes, you can. The TriCaster can actually, through IVGA, can come from Apple devices through AirPlay. It can come in through IVGA. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But we also have built-in virtual sets. So you saw this green screen we have here.
Yeah.
If I could get our lovely spokesmodel Scott to step in front of the green screen, I'd appreciate it.
Yeah.
And you'll see that instead of just having a guy sitting in front of a computer talking, we can actually we can put Scott in the virtual set. And you're going to have to zoom out for me. There we go.
Yeah.
There we go. So now we have Scott in a virtual set, and I'm just going to go in and turn on Live Mat, which will key Scott out. And what's cool is you'll notice on the edges there's some garbage because our green screen isn't wide enough. We can actually crop that out. So let me go back to the left and crop the left side, and we're going to crop the right side.
Wow.
And now he's in that virtual set.
Move around a little bit, yeah.
What's cool is in our virtual sets, we can actually zoom in and out. So I can actually, we have a wide shot on the virtual set, and we can zoom in on the virtual set. We can zoom out to Scott. So you have this real-time control. So you can take, in 5 minutes of setting up a green screen and a camera and some lights, we actually can look like we're in $1 million studio.
Yeah, I remember when 2020 showed me a studio that cost more than $1 million to do just that.
Oh, it is amazing. So one other thing that we can do now that's in part of the TriCaster Mini, it's called holographic virtual sets. Have you ever shot a panoramic photo?
Oh, yeah.
Well, now you can import that panoramic photo into TriCaster and turn it into a real-time virtual set. So check this out. So here we have the Eiffel Tower. This is just a panoramic photo shot in Paris. And watch this. We just scroll around that panoramic photo, and there's Scott standing there in the courtyard, and we're really just standing here in front of this little small green screen in your studio.
Wow.
So anywhere you want to be, you can if you wanted to be at the iPhone store, Apple store, and you wanted to have that in the background of your live webcast, you could. But our goal is to allow anyone with an important message to make it look like broadcast television, to do it in the most portable and affordable way humanly possible. That's what we have with the TriCaster Mini. Also, as you mentioned at the very beginning, you can send your show out through HDMI to video screens, to projectors. You can stream it out to the web.
To a compressor for live streaming.
It also has built-in streaming and coding inside.
Oh, does it?
Yes, you don't have to have that. You can go to YouTube, Ustream, Akamai. We don't really care. We have a long list of pre-built-in hosting sites. And then it also can do all the social media publishing so that you can share your show or clips from your show on YouTube or Facebook or Twitter. And then I want to show you one last really cool thing. So I'm going to show you how to tie all this together and kind of create a show. Yeah. So what we're going to do is we have a scripting, a macro or an automation technology where if you want to have something complicated in your intro, you can use just keyboard shortcuts to trigger a lot of events. Yeah. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to trigger a finale. So you'll see that we're at the TriCaster Mini around the world, and I'm going to cue Scott in 3, 2, 1, and you're live, Scott.
Hi everybody, welcome to Paris, France, home of the Eiffel Tower, where we're launching some great new technology. Hi, my name is Scott Carroll. Today we're launching the Tricaster Mini from NewTek, letting people around the world make better video to tell their stories in creative, inspiring ways. So you're not going to want to miss it. Don't go anywhere. Thanks for joining us.
So that was one keyboard shortcut that controlled my entire intro. So like in your intro, you could have it sequenced so that it triggers a bunch of things and then it cuts to a live shot. So in your intro every week or every day or however often you have guests, it's that shot from in here with your guest. So that guest is now integrated into the intro live. So this power is all built into this Tricaster Mini, and they start at $59.95. And
the whole studio here you got. So the Tricaster Mini is $6,000. GoPro cameras are $300, right? All the cables.
Monitor $100 or
low-end
so.
Laptop is under $1,000 now.
That camera was $1,000.
And how much were the lights?
Like $400 or $500. I mean, you can really build a really nice studio for well under $10K. And do some amazing things. And so it is a cool time, to be part of NewTek. And this ultra portability, I literally carried this onto the airplane today. I brought an entire TV studio with me as carry-on luggage, and I checked the stands. So anywhere you want to go in the world, you have your show, you're ready to go within 5 minutes.
This is awesome, man. This is really cool. It lets people move around and do a lot more things. And a lot of shows now are done on ski slopes or at CES.
Exactly.
You need to set up in 20 minutes and be done. Well, it took you 5. So
5 minutes. What's cool though
Rocky
is
and I need to fight a little bit and have a beer, so that's 20 minutes.
Well, what's cool is with the speed of setup, you could be set up, record your show, break down, and be gone before security arrives.
Yeah.
No, sorry. Bad joke.
We haven't hit that a few times. Apple security didn't like it.
Scoble's here. Go. Rocky, come on, let's go. Let's record this and let's run.
Get him out of the... Anyways, this is a lot of fun. Yeah, this is cool.
Well, dude, I appreciate you allowing us to come in and show this to you. We're really excited.
Thanks for helping us put on our show, because we're already using one of your older boards. Now, compared to the other products that you make, this is not this is more portable, obviously.
Way more portable.
If you are shooting on real high-end cameras, you probably want the older stuff.
Yes. The Tricaster, we have a high-end professional line that uses more broadcast industry style connectors like HDSDI and Component HD. But the Tricaster Mini is designed for businesses, for nonprofits, for schools,
or bloggers.
Bloggers. I mean, people that have HDMI cameras, and they can, they don't have the space, they don't have the infrastructure, and with a very portable system, you're ready to roll in minutes.
I think this is awesome. I think a lot of people are going to use it.
Cool.
We'll see you at South by Southwest next year.
Yes.
You probably Consumer Electronics Show too.
Definitely CES. Thanks, Robert. Appreciate you.
Thank you so much. By the way, where do we learn more about?
You can learn more at www.newtek.com.
Cool. Thanks.
Thanks, dude.